What is up, guys? Some crazy finishes in MMA lately. And last night I actually predicted every single fight on the card. If you look back to the video that I shot right after Jorge Masvidal knocked out Darren Till, I shot a video, and then we predicted the Thompson Pettis card as well, and every single fight on that main card I predicted correctly. So let's keep that streak going. It started with Jorge Masvidal defeating Till, and it moved right into this week. Stoked that I'm starting to get these going in the right direction. Like I told you, it was just going to take a little bit of paying attention and watching, seeing who's on a streak, and then following it from there. But we have another card coming up. It is Gaethje versus Barboza, which is a super exciting fight. It kind of worries me a little bit for Gaethje, but we'll get into that in a second. I want to see if we can't get the one and only on the phone. Okay, let's bring those on-spot predictions into next week, which this is a fun fight card we got here. So we're going to start with Kenny Nzechukwu versus Paul Craig, light heavyweight bout. And I think Kennedy's going to pull this one off. He's the younger guy. Paul Craig's not old himself, though. I don't know much about either one of these guys, but I'm going to take Kennedy and just move past that fight. But come on, Kennedy, start the night off right for me. And then we move to a fight that is really exciting. Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Michelle Waterson at the women's strawweight division. And this is kind of one of those fights for Karolina where she needs a big win in this one to kind of propel herself back into a spot where she could challenge for the title. I don't know if she's challenged for the strawweight championship before, but she has against young Jacek in at women's strawweight. Wait, this is a strawweight bout. Okay, this is a strawweight bout. So, like I was saying, exactly, this is what Karolina needs, is a big win like this to propel her back into title contention and to potentially maybe one more fight and then face the winner of Rose and Andrade. So this is one that Karolina needs, and it's also one that Michelle kind of needs, because Michelle needs to put it together the same, kind of like Karolina does. It's number 6 versus number 9, so Michelle needs a big win and then maybe one or two more to put herself up there in the top 5 or so. In this fight, I'm favoring Kowalkiewicz, but I don't know if I'm favoring her from back before she fought Joanna. I wonder if Michelle's on a little bit more of a streak lately, or not a streak, but just kind of feeling herself recently. So I don't know. This is a tough pick for me. I can see either one of these girls pulling it out, but I think I'm gonna have to stick with Karolina. She's kind of been my favorite fighter in this women's division, the strawweight. So I'm gonna stick with Karolina. She's going to get the W next Saturday. Then we move up into the men's featherweight division, and we got a fun one here too. Michael Johnson versus Josh Emmett. And I don't know that we've seen Josh Emmett since Jeremy Stevens knocked him out, which was a pretty brutal knockout. Busted him up pretty good. But I'm not sure. Yeah, his last one was, so he beat Ricardo Lamas, lost to Jeremy Stevens. So that was back in February of 2018. So it's been a little over a year, and he's back in the octagon again against a tough Michael Johnson. But I don't know, man. Michael Johnson looked really good recently too. He fought, let's see, Michael Johnson. MMA. Yeah, he fought, okay, Andre Feely. He beat Andre Feely, so that's a good win. Split decision. And then he beat Artem Lobov in a unanimous decision. So, on a 2-fight win streak against a tough Josh Emmett, who's looking to bounce back from that brutal KO. Johnson's ranked in, Emmett's ranked in this division. Johnson's not. I'm leaning towards Johnson, coming out, putting on kind of a striking clinic, and picking apart Josh Emmett for 3 rounds. I think Josh Emmett's going to be looking to land that bomb, and Michael Johnson's just going to be right out of range the whole time. I think Michael Johnson's faster. I think his boxing is better, and I think he's gonna put it on Josh Emmett and make a statement in this featherweight division. So we'll go with Michael Johnson on that one. Then we move to middleweight. We have David Branch versus Jack Hermanson, which I don't know a lot about him. But let's see. Let's just see if we can't at least get his Wikipedia. We got my mom calling right now, which is kind of funny. Let's see what's going on with her. Got Jack Hermanson. So Jack Hermanson beat Talis Latis, beat Gerald Merchach on the UFC Lee vs. Ally Quinta 2 in December. So he's coming off two big wins, both finishes, TKO and submission. So he's coming off 2 big wins, and he's fighting David Branch, who's been around the block, has done a thing or two in the middleweight division. I think he was a Strikeforce champion. So this is a little bit of a step up. You know, when he fought competition that I would kind of rank at David Branch's level. Thiago Santos he lost to. Cesar Ferreira he lost to. Beat Brad Scott. Beat Talis Latis. Beat Gerald Merchant. So, you know, this is a step up for Jack. David Branch, you know, coming off of... it's been a while since we've seen him fight. I wonder, has he fought since... you know, sometimes I get him and the British fighter from the 205 division mixed up. Okay, so they have a common opponent, David Branch, and Jack Hermanson's my mom right here. What's up, Mom?
Hey, honey.
I'm in the middle of a YouTube video right now. I'm breaking down some fights.
Okay. I saw you called and was calling back. I love you.
I love you too. I'll call you after.
Yeah, or tomorrow, whatever. It's good.
All right, sounds good. I love you.
I love you, baby.
Bye. So they both have a common opponent in Thiago Santos. David Branch beat him. Jack Hermanson lost to him. So after the Thiago Santos win, he lost to Jared Cannonier. TKO punches in November 2018 in New York. So, you know, David Branch is looking to rebound. Jack Hermanson looking to make a statement. But I see David Branch winning by KO in this fight. I think he's ranked number 11 for a reason, and this middleweight division is, kind of opening up a little bit. So let's see what David Branch can do. We'll take David Branch. And then we move to the main event, Edson Barboza versus Justin Gaethje, which this one is a fun one, man. I mean, anytime Edson Barboza or Justin Gaethje fight, it's a must-see situation. So for them to be fighting each other is incredible. We got Barboza coming off of the Dan Hooker win. That's right, man. He brutalized Dan Hooker. That was incredible. Before that, he lost to Kevin Lee. TKO, doctor stoppage. That was when he was just getting beat up. And then he had lost to Khabib before that, which, no shame in losing to either of those guys. Put on a striking clinic against Dan Hooker. So I wonder if he's just going to ride that momentum into this fight, with Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje has had a kind of an up-down in the UFC. He beat Michael Johnson, lost to Eddie, lost to Dustin Poirier, knocked out James Vick. So both these guys are coming off of finishes, impressive wins. This is a hard one to fight hard one to pick because, Justin Gaethje could bully him if he chooses to use his wrestling. I don't know. Edson Barboza trains with Frankie Edgar, has wicked takedown defense. If Justin tries to strike with him, I don't see it really going well for Justin. It's number 6 versus number 7. Edson being number 6. I kind of see Edson coming out just classic Edson Barboza style. A lot of kicks, a lot of body kicks, switch kicks, mixing up head kicks, getting Justin kind of kicked all around the octagon. And if you've watched Edson fight, you know what I mean. So I think it's going to be kind of one of those where Justin takes like a lot of punishment in this fight. Almost like the Dan Hooker fight, but I think I'm going to say, man, it's hard to say a decision in this fight. Because it's 5 rounds and you got Justin Gaethje versus Barboza, and Barboza's going to be coming crazy. I see a late finish or decision to Edson Barboza. I think he's just going to put on a striking clinic, be faster, be sharper, utilize more tools on the feet, and get the win. So that's how I see this next fight card going. Been on a roll with my picks ever since my man Jorge got me going with it. Like I said, go back on my last video, the one that I posted after the Jorge fight, and then I predicted the Thompson card, and I predicted every single one of those fights right. So that was exciting. But I'm gonna jump off here today. Those are my picks. We'll see you soon for Thursday's thoughts. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know your picks. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Thanks, guys. Peace.